What is up, ladies and gents? It is your friendly neighborhood BJJ podcaster, RAF ESPARZA, coming to you live from 10th Planet, Las Vegas, and we're super happy to have you guys. And I have to tell you, we do have to get to some news right now. Obviously, we are all here to watch the CRAIG Jones Invitational, and we're super stoked for it. But I know a lot of you guys have been tuning in and waiting and anticipating to see where you fall in terms of things happening. Now, see, here's what I love about this, Jason, who mentions that was a long 10 minutes. Yes, it was. But if only you knew the things we were doing in production, my friend. My brother in production, how dare you? Apparently, you know what? That's what tells me you really haven't worked production. You ever seen a crew member or a Teamster union tell you they're taking a 10? We took a Teamster 10. You get out of here. Woo! But we do have some information for you guys. All right, where do we start right now? Well, we should ask you guys to be patient with us as we now put on a camera. And Raph, what is on this camera? What is this that you want to show us right here, right now on this broadcast? And the answer, my friends, is actually the fact that we're looking at kind of some cool stuff. Like, we do have some information to bring to you guys. And that information is going to be, how is the raffle going? And some of you have been patient. Some of you have been waiting. Some of you have been hitting me on the side and being like, can I know what my raffle numbers are? And I'm like, well, you could just show up. You could support a friend. You could be a pal. And some people are thinking, well, it depends on what we do. So definitely something that we need to think about. Table. I would tell you guys this. We can always integrate your comments into the broadcast, so feel free to go ahead and send them our way. You know we love you. We know that we have a long night ahead of us. We've already seen some interesting things happening all night long, so we are very happy, and we're now actually going to go, I believe, live to our friends over on the CRAIG Jones Invitational who have been waiting for us all day to come and talk about these things, but Pat Downey looks like he will be advancing to the next level of the game, and I don't know how many people had Pat Downey down on their bingo card to truly do big things, but yet, behold, he takes out the very game Adam Bradley, and very interesting discussion, and I think thing to talk about here. Adam Bradley is, he's feeling his feels as he should, not super confident about that decision, but if you guys are just joining us, thank you so much on Instagram or on any of our assembled different places that we are broadcasting to live here. We appreciate you. We love you. Feel free to hit us up in the comments as we are going through today. So, Adam Bradley pulled it out. Well, wow. Well done. It did look like Pat Downey's demeanor did not fool the judges. That could be an interesting thing. So we'll have to see what the comments say and what you guys feel in your notes. And it's, yes, Bradley over Downey did just happen right now. And it does look like you are seeing Alex Wendling get to the bottom of this through her commentary, through her interviews with the B Team's members. And, somebody was asking me right now. They were just, captions unavailable. Yikes. Okay. Our director over here, he was asking me, he's like, hey, is he B Team? And it's like, he is. He is very much B Team. He definitely goes to train with them, but he is also teaching out of the arena. So, here's what I can tell you, even though it was close and, I didn't have eyes on it for the entire time. Remember, this is the dude who should have been in ADCC and didn't get 2 points. And here, basically justifying his existence, not just in the selection that he eventually got from ADCC, but in the fact that, yes, he does belong in the big dance and he will be advancing to the final day of competition. And we're very happy for our good friend who, by the way, we definitely had on our show and were interviewed. And by the way, Alex Wendling looks like she has raided Selena's closet. She's definitely also, it's a cross between Selena and Princess Jasmine. You are correct. Very good, astute observation here. What's up, Noah Chen? What's up, Call Me Mikey? What's up, my Jiu-Jitsu Academia? We love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting. If you're watching on Instagram, feel free to join us on our main broadcast on our YouTube pages. We're accessible in almost every single format. So very happy you guys are here and stoked that you guys will be joining us for the duration of the day. So Keep eyes and ears out and open, you guys. It is going to be a long night. We are currently scheduled, and let me go ahead and double check things here. Our last match is still scheduled for 12:36. So I'm going to tell you this right now. There's a high likelihood that we will have a post-show element that starts before the show has ended. Thus, we will break the rules, much like how our pre-show was happening while the show was happening, and nobody really gave a damn because, listen, guys, it's too much. And I don't know if you guys are watching this intently, but there is a lot of stuff that we are getting through here today. So we appreciate you. We appreciate your patience. And we very much are looking forward to having you guys join us for the rest of day of coverage over on this side. Again, my name's RAF ESPARZA. We want to thank our sponsors. Big shout out to our friends over at Gold BJJ, who are today's presenting sponsor. Gold BJJ, you can check out this Sub Soap body wash. It's super dope. Love that. But not only did they do that, these people were so epic. They sent us a bag full of gear, and I love them and I appreciate them. And it has come in clutch in a situation where we are running around like insane people all week long. So we very much love our friends over at we love our friends over at Gold BJJ. So thank you guys so much for coming in clutch for us. It means the world. And yes, we are definitely going to be shouting out all of our sponsors. So check this out. It's one of my favorite things they sent. This is a rash guard. Now, really, I don't have too many purple belt things, but I wanted to get this. You know, actually, hold on. Let me see if I put this over. They were saying, like, would you wear a t-shirt? And I was like, well, I'm going to be in a suit, but nothing says I can't wear a rash guard. I go full Danaher with the suit jacket. How are we feeling about this? Is this okay? No, not a fan. I feel it brings out a little something on this. So we'll talk about this later. We'll table that. We'll come back to it a little bit later on that. So our thanks to everybody who has been so kind to sponsor us and take care of us this week. So love you guys. Much, much appreciate to all of our friends and family members. Thank you. Let me go ahead and check and see what you guys are saying in the different chats and whatnot. It says, it's all good. I'll wait 10 minutes for the post show. I mean, yeah, we're definitely going to be starting that sooner than you think. But if you guys aren't tagging along, give us a like, a share, a subscribe, all that sort of stuff. You know we love it. You know we appreciate you guys who are tuning in with us all weekend long. And we have seen so many of our friends do some incredible things. And yeah, I mean, right now it looks like they're talking to Lucas Kennard, I believe. We'll have more on that in just a split second. But we did see something that was incredibly intense, which is Marvin Devashili was in the audience. He definitely went in on an audience member who was roasting and heckling. So don't know what exactly the story is on that, but we will look to find it in a little bit further in this evening. So if you guys are just joining us, and we have news that our team has securely made it on over to the Craig Jones Invitational. We'll be hearing from them, I am fairly certain, throughout the day. So much love, appreciate to our good friends who are basically busting their ass for us. Let's be that honest. They are killing it for us. So big shout outs to them. All right, let's talk a little bit about what we were mentioning a little bit earlier, which was having our team assembled. So we have some friends who are going to be calling on all throughout the weekend. So just in case you're wondering, oh, who's covering what, who's covering this, you know, we've split up our team a little bit. So it's going to be a little bit of a grab bag, if you would. And we hope that you guys are patient with us as we do our best, because I have to tell you, they don't make it easy for media to cover this thing. It is a surprise sometimes when you get in. So we had to be a little creative in terms of our execution and what we were looking to do. So if you guys are watching along, you will understand as you watch our shenanigans throughout the evening. Now, what I can tell you is this: even though we've been covering the night and we've been doing our best to bring you coverage throughout the evening, it's only going to get more intense because, yes, the still division that is yet to premiere is the 88 under, or I'm sorry, the under 80. So the under 80 guys have yet to even go up once. You might ask yourself, why do we do it like that? I couldn't tell you. Couldn't give you a reason as to why we're doing it this way. Hey, you know what? They've got sparklers. It's the first I've noticed it. Good for them. Ignacio Santos making, I guess, sauntering his way out more than anything. So anyway, there be that. And my thanks and appreciation to all of you guys who have been keeping us informed and aware of what's going on. And Noah Chen, heads up to you. Shout out to one of our correspondents. We have so many friends in different places. Noah will be checking in with us a little bit later this evening. So in case you're wondering where it is you can catch us, you can basically find us everywhere. We also want to give shout outs to our good friends Salt Electrolytes, who have been coming in clutch for us. We love you guys. Thank you so much for sponsoring our way. And also Inverted Gear came in at the very last second. Cannot appreciate those guys enough. So right now, Lucas Kennard and Ignacio Santos, they start off, they slide down, and now both these gentlemen are going to get after their $1 million dream. Very happy about that. All right, let me see if I am able to bring this on in a reasonable way. But yes, we are looking to go ahead and show you guys exactly what... Ooh! Kennard was looking first for the leg, then for a slicer. Now, maybe crab riding all the way on over to the back. He's got the control of the back. We have yet to see a body lock here, but you get the feeling that Lucas Kennard looking very good on Ignacio Santos. And it's been intense, dude. You know, one of the hardest things about this gig is we love us some friends, longtime friends of the show, like the Tackett brothers, and William Tackett going out. A little bit of a bummer, honestly, but that's kind of how the gig works, unfortunately. Like, this is a day where some of your friends are going to have tough pulls, and it is going to be intense, the turnaround that happens in some of these worlds. So I hope you guys are intensely ready for the type of action that is going to await us for the rest of the day. But we were talking about this a few seconds ago, and we wanted to update you guys on exactly how the brackets are kind of basing out for us. So I'm going to do some updates here. So my apologies if you can't fully see this. I'm going to try and get it as close to y'all as possible. Okay. I realize now it will not appear for you guys, so I'm just going to send you guys a photo. I'm going to go ahead and upload those to here. And yes, we have notes that our friends have made it in perfectly, so very happy to hear that. Yeah, because normally we'd go full screen on this thing, or at least have me in a big portion of it. But we're going to be basically bringing stuff on for you guys to see premiered live and directly for y'all. Okay. So we have some moms, like very, very devoted moms who are coming through clutch on these shows. And they wanted in on the action, man. They're tired of letting their sons just get all the fun. So we have some family members who wanted to get in on the raffle, and they ended up pulling okay. So let's talk a little bit here, and we'll do an updated photo in a moment. But let's go ahead and show you guys what we're looking at right now. All right. Here's how things break down in our brackets for the plus 80. You have Nikki Rod. So right now, Nikki Rod did advance. So guess what? Mama Kyle Chambers, you are continuing. However, Eric Lothing, you are unfortunately out. And I'm sorry. I hate doing that. I got to X you out. I'm so sorry. Eric, we love you. It sucks. You're out, bud. All right, we go down this way. It is between Owen Livesey and Muhammad Ali. Well, that match did happen a little bit earlier, and in case you forgot how that one went, don't worry, you wouldn't be the only one, because it has been a long-ass day, and that is why we are happy to tell you who advanced. And the person who advanced in that match, to jog our memory, was actually one... I was about to say, who the fuck advanced on that one? Let's see who did this view bracket. Sorry, guys. I want to make sure I get this right and don't cross people out. That's right. It was Owen Livesey. So Owen lives another day. So Ruse, you succeed. You're good. However, Chris Hadges, Sorry, bud. Muhammad's a good pull, though. You just didn't get it today. So out. Adam Bradley, Roy Cohen, one of my students back at Mama. He lived to see another day, and we know that he advances again, but that meant that Kyle Boehm, John Fisher, womp womp, out. Pat Downey, Jess Ring. Interestingly enough, Pat Downey did advance, at least for the first round, but ultimately he does lose, so we didn't lose him per se. But we know that he doesn't make it all the way, so unfortunately we're going to have to cross out Jess because we do know that in the future he gets upset. And unfortunately, the guy he beat, Luke Rockhold, Joseph Chavez, Joey Chavez, I got to tell you, man, you're a great wrestling coach. And this was a no-win for you. Pat Downey, excellent wrestler. I'm sure you wanted him to do well, but you had Luke, so that meant that you were out in the first round. My apologies to you. This doesn't get easier, my friends, because look, Style Jitsu, you had a good day going on. You had Victor Hugo. That was a good pull until it wasn't, because he's also dead now too. Lucas Kennard, kind of in the middle of something right now, so we'll come back to that one. Ignacio Santos, he did advance. Oh, I'm sorry, Lucas Kennard, Zach Freeman, another student of mine. You got that one. Ignacio Santos, that's Edson Perez. You live to see another day. Pedro Alex, though, Mike Lady. Oh no, 10th Planet's very own Mike Lady. Yikes. My apologies. Okay, so now we're getting to the nitty gritty. So these folks, Andreas Martinez, I'm so sorry, buddy. William Tackett did not advance. That one was heartbreaking to see. That's got to be a big, big kick in the dick to anybody who thought they had a number 1 seed there, or at least the number 2 at the very least, because he had a lot of eyes on him. Now, if we go down this way, Daniel Kirkfleet and Philippe Andrew on that side. Philippe did advance. That means that Lauren Laughlin, you're out, but Michael Wong, you are still temporarily in. We will find out how that plays out. So from this board that we are looking at right now, you got Doreen McCain, Ruse, the homie from Mama, Roy Cohen, my student. That's the end of that one. Over on that side, you got Lucas Kennard as Pokemon by Zach Friedman, Ignacio Santos by Edson Perez. We'll find out who exactly is going to advance here momentarily. And then Philippe Andrew still in play, and João Gabriel Rocha with Noah Chen, one of our correspondents who has him. So I know, guys, it's intense. Let's hope for the best for all of you. And it says, that sucked. I cried with Willem. I know, man. I know it's heartbreaking. It's Toy Story all over again. The toys are going to die. It's, so Noah Chen, Livesey. Yes, thank you. I'm glad you were getting that, because mostly I just had to fix a camera setting and go through this as I was doing that at the same time. Juggling on the show is an impressive feat occasionally to be able to do. So our thanks there. We'll get to the under 80 category in a little bit, but props to these people because they were some of the first people to sign up, so they go first. And there may be something that we talk about a little bit later, but we will show the next raffle series. But, man, it definitely... We'll have to get a photo and update this one here in a second. Actually, I want to ask, is it possible for you to snag a photo of this over on the side and then send that to me via airdrop or something? Thank you, my brother. Woo! And we are still in on this match with Lucas Kennard and Ignacio Santos. So here's what I'm hoping, you guys. I'm hoping these are UFC prelims and that the speed that we have been going at, which has been a brisk jog, kind of kicks into a little bit more of a sprint. Because again, when we finish here on this side of the bracket, we're taking a 30-minute break, which, is a choice. And we love our friends, but it's going to take a little bit of maneuvering here. So we're definitely rooting for a lot of our friends to get through this, but we would love some more submissions so that we can, have some more things to comment on. Ooh, that's great news. So anyway, you guys, please talk to us in the comment section. Let us know what you're thinking and feeling. But the news of the day, of course, has been Nicky Rod is looking incredibly good right now. Nicky Rod has been very impressive. He's definitely looking to be the odds-on favorite. And a lot of people thought it was going to be him versus one Victor Hugo in the finals. And that is not going to happen now. Egghead Warrior chiming in there. It says it's a really cool environment out there. That's kind of dope to see. I love hearing that, man. And I realize here we're just going to go to a solid color on this one. It's been bugging me this whole time. Oh, no, definitely not that. Yeah, for whatever reason, it has been bugging me that our thing is like a little see-through. So my apologies if we haven't had it to be the best color in the possible world. It was like once we got on here, trying to read it is like, hey, are you colorblind? Cool, here's a test for you. All right, we do have the motion going up right now as well, so great. But it's nice to hear that the environment is going very well over at Craig Jones Invitational. We have a lot of friends who are over that way, and we appreciate them for extending our coverage. But yes, so that's going to do it for this. Now I'm going to take out this because seeing me twice is, you know, it's lovely, I'm sure. But well, bam, everybody. That's your big boy host right there, switching up the camera angles on you like you could never have imagined. This thing is versatile, and we can do a lot of different shit on this broadcast. So never ceases to amaze me how great this thing can work for us. So anyway, I'm here for your comments, your thoughts, your perspectives. Throughout the day, we'll be having our friends kind of chime in, checking in on us, making sure that we're getting the best information as possible. And then in the comment section, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, if you have thoughts, if you have feelings, if you have emotions about any of this action that is happening here tonight, talk to us. I will be taking your questions and your thoughts all day long. Oh my goodness. The Pretorius one said that he sides with Sid. What sociopath sides with Sid on these things? Good Lord. This is how you know I have terrible friends who watch this festivity. There are a lot of people who are very excited to see a lot of outcomes, but nobody should be crying or rooting for Sid on this. So the other thing I want to bring up is this. I'm intrigued by the 3 5-minute rounds. I love seeing people go off to their corners and recalibrate and get a break. I even like the scoring system that happens here. I don't know if I love the reality of how long this takes. Like, if this is a 10-match, 12-match night, this is a great format. But I think if we're going to adopt MMA rules or MMA broadcasting, I think we have to make adjustments into expectations. What I mean by that is this. If we are doing our part to kind of emulate what the MMA world is doing, then I think we have to be very realistic about the concept of, well, how many fights do you see per night on the UFC? 12, 13 at max. And on some apexes, especially if people be fat, you're really looking at about 10 matches. So why are we trying to be like, you know what we're going to do? 26 matches, 24 matches in one night. It's like, this is definitely something we are learning as we go. So I would say in the future, if we are looking to do something to that ilk, that effect, that perhaps that's something we do in the revision process. So all for updates and criticism and constructive criticism at that. See here, Stephen Aiken, as per Egghead, is doing an incredible job. That is fantastic to hear. Bobby Botham is a PGF workhorse, and to see him get the call up as well as our commish is very heartwarming to see. So gotta love the fam from the PGF representing out there well. And we are getting word that, yes, there are going to be some people that we'll be able to find out in the audience or chatting. So just so you're aware, hang tight, you guys. We will be bringing you live comments and action throughout the evening. So keep a note on that. And I'm actually going to throw up the Zoom to make sure we're there. What's up, Aligera? What is up, Sam from home? What is up, Omar? Thank you guys all for joining us on this incredibly packed weekend. So let me go ahead and pull up this to make sure we are in the Zoom. But yeah, Sydney Wrestling Academy. Him, Lucas Kennard, had a pretty good start to his day. The pace is kind of definitely slowed. I wonder though, okay, this is something I'll put out as a theory, especially considering what we've kind of been looking at here today. Something for you guys to consider is that, yes, things be cool, things be good, but how are things going to go for that pit for the under 80s? We might actually see the pit used to its fullest advantage in the next division. So before I render any decisions or any heavy opinions, I'm of the mindset of like, whoa. Let them cook. Hold up. So let's see how that plays on out very shortly here. And we thank you all for your notes and patience as we have been bringing you live action and coverage all day long. But yeah, I think once we see the main card kick in, the main card is what I'm calling the under 80. I think there's a heavy chance you will see the action get fast and furious. And we mentioned earlier that it was looking pretty empty at the Craig Jones Invitational a little bit earlier, but it is filled out. And I beg the question, did people not get off work immediately afterwards? Was that kind of a hindrance? Was that something that kept people from being in that audience, in that arena from that first minute in the action? So it is something to consider as we go. It says, Anato Canuto is going to backflip off the wall like Chun-Li in Street Fighter. Yo, if he hits 100 kick in a row combo, or if he just flies upside down via helicopter kick, done, in. So I would agree with you guys. I would like to ask this in our comment section. How have you guys been enjoying the Craig Jones Invitational? It has been off to a good start, in my opinion. I think it's interesting to see the format happening in front of us live. And I would say that the part for me personally I want to wait for is still not outweighed by a curiosity of how it plays out throughout the rest of the night. Like, I still feel like this is something that we are in the very beginnings of seeing how it plays out. And what's up, David Aceituno? We appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for that like. I see you guys when you give us love. Also, if you're watching on YouTube or anywhere else, give us a like and a subscribe. You know that shit means a lot to us. So please do your part. Love us. We are here for your entertainment and or amusement. You know, sometimes, honestly, both. Never just one or the other. But, yeah. Does look like we have a note here. And the bullpen is all the way out and live. So our good friends are calling in. So what I want to do is give them the opportunity to see what's happening here. Our good friends over at the bullpen are calling in live, and we appreciate them. So give me a second to go ahead and set this up. But very stoked to see what is on the other side of this call, because honestly, I don't even know what exactly is going to happen here. So this will truly test the capabilities of the team, but very much looking forward to seeing our team hold it down and take care of business out this way. But yes, to my friends out in the world, let's go ahead and see what is happening out in our good friends. I believe right now we have our reporter, our handsome one himself, one KEVIN Sherrill, who's reporting live to you all the way from the Craig Jones Invitational. Let's go ahead and go on over to you. Take it away, Kevin.
Okay, go, live. There's a jiu-jitsu fan. You have to be here. This is a community. This is where everybody's at that love jiu-jitsu. If you love jiu-jitsu, you need to watch your way to be right here. So this is where you need to be if you love jiu-jitsu. Follow me on Instagram, rated R 10P. I'm out.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate you. Much love to our team. So just to kind of tell you guys, we're very sorry if you are unable to hear that one in particular. We got to get our guys to go ahead and call us over on our Zoom link. So we will be in talks with them ever so slightly, but I believe that is not the only time you will be hearing from our good friend, Kevin Sherrill. So Kevin, thank you so much for that. And next time we get an interview, make sure to go and give me a call on the Zoom. Much love and appreciation to you guys. I'm sure we will talk to you guys very, very soon. So keep a note out, and I'm sure we'll hear from you guys in just a few seconds. But meanwhile, for those of you who are tuning into us live, just a few things. If we are watching along together, we will be bringing you action from over that way. So please keep your eyes and ears out for some guests and some friends who will be joining us live over from the CRAIG Jones Invitational. So there is that. And just so you guys are aware, part of the reason why we do have certain limitations is they don't allow certain things to be brought in to the CRAIG Jones Invitational. So we actually had to have our guys bring in a makeshift set of tools and whatnot. So a little bit later, they'll be bringing in some friends and some guests of the show. So be on the lookout if that's just our first one. But thank you guys for kind of seeing this. We had to do it live and direct. As the great Bill O'Reilly once said, fuck it, we'll do it live. So there be that. But yeah, you guys, talk to me. Let me know what you guys are thinking or feeling about the action right now. It looks like we're about to see, is this Philippe Andrew, who is about to make his way to the main action. He's going to be continuing on, and super stoked for that. And if you guys are wondering where it is that you can catch this, if you are watching on any of our mainstream things, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, wherever you guys are in there. So yes, right now, if you guys are calling in, feel free to talk to us and tell us where it is that you guys are basically tuning in from. We do appreciate wherever it is that you're tuning in from, because it does mean the world to us. So just so you guys are aware, yes, that is kind of how it goes. And then you guys, just so you know, yes, we are getting you live to our friends. If you guys are tuning in, you should be able to hear us. Yeah, we are getting audio to our friends who are calling in to test in the link. So I think they should be able to hear me. It's coming through the iPhone. That is because you need to do the, whatchamacallit. You need to do the thing. So talk to Tim, and then we'll jump back again. So anyway, as you guys are watching along, do us a solid. Keep posted on what is happening over on the live stream. And as you guys are watching along, be sure to talk to us throughout the evening and keep us up to date. Who do you think is going to take this next match? On this next match, do you have, ask if you can move. Yeah. There we go. Thank you so much for that. Just to let you know, yes, we do have Philippe, Andrew, and João Rocha right now. That's going to be super great to see. And hold on real quick. So are we getting... So to you guys who are tuning in right now, yes, we are double checking things. out for our friends over on the side of the world who are over at the Craig Jones Invitational? So as we wait for our friends to go and get adjusted over on that side, we hope that you guys have been enjoying tonight's thing. I would ask this: what has been your favorite moment of this evening? Do you have any moment that has stood out to you more than most? I would say for me, Pat Downey's had a pretty good performance here tonight. Lucas Kennard, definitely spoiler. And there's been a lot of incredible action and scenery happening this evening. All right, you guys. We are currently checking our stream connections to see if our friends can get in touch with us and making sure that things are going well. But yes, they are currently over on that side of the world. So let me ask this, you guys. If you, that was a nice knockdown there by Jao Rocha. I mean, El Rocho, he's definitely got the size that could be a problem for most of the people in this division, but this is going to be a very good match. This is almost akin to something you would have seen at ADCC. So as you're seeing this, they are kind of working off of each other. There is a De La Hiva off of this. There is a push and pull, and then yes, there is a little bit of a kind of trying to go underneath this. There's a leg attack here. Philippe Andrew with the opportunity, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to keep that knee line. And Raucha is trying to re-attack on his side of the leg. May not be able to do much from it. Is going to use it to just kind of bypass and take the pass. Now he has to watch his leg. He's keeping on that. So, there is some blood on that. I know. All right, you guys, it looks like we have some great things going here. And yes, we will be able to go live to our friends over at the Craig Jones Invitational. I do believe right now we do have our friend, KEVIN Sherrill, who has some folks who he's going to be able to talk to. So yes, we're going to throw to him here in just a second. And we thank you guys for hanging with us as we are in the process of making the adjustments on the fly here. That's how you know this is a very fun broadcast, because we're able to bring in, implement, and go ahead and change things even as we are ready for them. So it does look like right now, in a second, we will be seeing our friend, one handsome KEVIN Sherrill, who is all the way over at the Craig Jones Invitational, and we will be throwing to him in just a second. We thank you guys again for hanging out. You do hear them, I think, over on the side, but now we're going to see them here in just a second. All right, you guys, thank you again for hanging tight with us. We're going to look on over, and we will be throwing them in just a few seconds here. But now, very stoked to see how this is going on. And one KEVIN Sherrill, let's see who he has. We are doing our best to go ahead and modify that.
We going live?
Yes, give 7. Okay. One second.
That's the demographic I pull in. Moms. That's why I'm here. I'm not here for my professionalism.
Let's cut to Tim, who's joining us right now. Actually, this is Kevin Sherrill.
This is
Kevin,
wear a suit.
talk to us
Not
right
for those
now,
reasons.
if you would.
Hey there, this is Kevin Sherrill coming to y'all live from CJI with Ali Walski and Katie Bohenick. So, how have you guys been liking it? How have you guys been liking this historic event we're all being part of?
I mean, it's been great. This whole event has been crazy. You know, I mean, from Conrad taking Victor Hugo out, I mean, that was insane to watch. So to see it firsthand, I would say is way better. You know, like if you sat at home and thought, I'm going to sit this one out, you fucked up. Such a cool event to be a part of, to walk around and see all of not only the athletes that we see competing here in Vegas this weekend of both events, but to also see the celebrities walking around is crazy. You know, you have your UFC stars, you have your jiu-jitsu stars, you have a little bit of everybody showing up and showing out. So like I said, if you ain't here, you're missing out.
Dude, it's been sick. The energy is super, super high. It was so awesome hearing everybody cheer for Tackett. He's taking down that giant dude. Such good energy.
Just to touch a little bit more on that, for those of you that did not see it, William Tackett took down Joao Rocha, and the entire crowd was screaming, "Let's go Tackett," and chanting. It was incredible. It was electric. I mean, you don't see that at other events because you see multi-mats. You see singular mat, singular event here. And it is truly something else. It is more like the UFC's. It's the grappling world. The UFC is really what it is. You know, it's the first of its kind. And it's starting out big. So hopefully we can only grow from here. Just the way MMA has its separate promotions that all treat their athletes differently and prioritize different things for their athletes. We might see that in grappling too. I mean, this is the first of its kind. So let's see some more growth, guys. I mean, this is stellar. Let's create some more events like this and keep the ball rolling. Let's get more women paid for brackets too. Certain two competitors are always looking to make some money. Not gonna name names. Anyway.
Not gonna name names, just tag Instagrams in the video. Got it. Noted. Gotta help out the female competitors. What are you guys looking forward to for the rest of the weekend?
I am looking forward to seeing my coach, Nikki Ryan, compete. He's got a big match against Andrew Tackett. I think it's going to be an amazing match. It's going to be high-paced, crazy. The crowd's going to go wild. Everybody's a big fan of both the guys, so I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
And for myself, too, I mean, just as looking for her coaches and teammates, I'm looking forward to my teammates. I mean, ADCC, we have Jacob Couch, we have Michael Pixley, we have Dante Leon, we have Max Hansen, we have John Hansen. Ironically, both two Hansens. Anyway, not related. But we have a ton of Patago guys out there. We also have Brandon Reed. Shout out to Brandon too, who's been doing his camp with us. So to see these guys in our gym, killing it on the mats and doing everything they have and leaving it all on the mats in Mount Vernon, to come in here in Las Vegas and giving it everything they have tomorrow is truly going to be something incredible. And I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah, I think we're all looking forward to it. Anything else you guys want to tell the fans at home? You guys want to shout anybody out?
So just want to give a shout out to all the single dads out there. I got much love for you guys. You know, I always like to say, if you're not the primary parent, you better pay your child support. So that's all I got.
I'm going to go more wholesome and just say, hi, Mom and Dad. I love you.
Also, Mom, if you're watching this, don't message Kevin.
Yeah, Katie's mom, I love you too. Headed back to the studio. I could never do that to Katie's mom. I'm sorry. Sorry, Allie's mom.
About doing live television, you guys. You figure things out and you make adjustments.
Is the camera still rolling? All right.
So
I was 100% gonna go. I need you to explain. You know what? Fuck it. We're doing it. I need you to explain that. Elaborate.
It's just, we're quoting CJ Murdoch. Actually, who was it?
Favorite cryptid is Helen Keller.
On this side. I am noticing that is
Kevin, what is a cryptid? You tell me.
I'm not the resident expert. This is your question.
It is a creature that has it has not been proven.
Okay. I think we just figured out what to do. So you guys, I hope you've been having a good day. I hope you've been enjoying our nonsense, our festivities, our silliness over on this side of the world. Yes, it has been a blast to be with you guys. And it does look like we'll be hearing from our good friends over at the Craig Jones Invitational a little bit later. But for you guys, thank you so much for working with us. And yes, I do notice this. These are the comments that always make you go, correct. There is reverb. But I would like to point this out, other than just the obvious and pointing that out. I guess you should ask yourself, not, oh my God, it's reverb. I'm going to put that in a comment. Ask yourself why there is reverb. Ask yourself why we aren't just credentialed. We did put in credentials. Ask yourself why we can't just bring in equipment and have it steady and set up, and instead have to run into gun. It is how the process goes, and we are definitely adjusting. Don't worry. There was a tutorial on how to do this, but unfortunately, as you may recall, our good friend KEVIN SHERRILL had a flight that was killed. So it did kind of adjust things, and yes, we do have that. So next time, just let us know, reverb without 40 different times. And I do hear this better now, but it did start with oof. Which yes, correct. All right, you guys. Not bad. Getting our feet wet, figuring out how this Zoom link works for our friends who should be able to call into us throughout the weekend and chat with us in our meeting room. So don't go anywhere on that side. But in your side of the world, what I would love to say is if you guys have comments, questions, concerns, hints, allegations, please do us a solid and keep us posted throughout the weekend, as your guys' information, intel, and unique insight is something that we're missing. It is going to be a long night. We got a note from Noah Chen that says, this is something that's interesting. There's no exit and re-entry. So you either go in and stay there for the whole day, or you leave once, and that's it. You can't go back in. I think, as somebody who's worked audience things before, that is a little bit of a liability. I think you may need to reapproach that one in the future. So, just so you guys are aware, perhaps not the best ruling to have in the future. So, does look like Zhao Rocha was able to survive an attack here and did a pretty good job of making things work for him. So, very happy to see him make some adjustments. It is going to be a very interesting play to see him continue to move things on in the future. I don't know who is necessarily going to take this. Do you guys have any plans or thoughts as to who is going to be able to take this one? In the comment section, would love to hear it. So hit me at the comments, as the kids say, and let me know who you think is going to win this match between one Philippe Andrew and Zhao Rocha. It's been interesting, and I feel like the hard part is, do you go with who is aggressing? Do you go with who is on top? And even though we said what the rules are, we did find some wiggle room where people aren't quite sure exactly which means which. So we're all kind of learning and adjusting as we go, and it's a little bit of a learning curve. So if you guys are ever questioning what's going on here, I'm going to ask this over on Rob. If you could do me a solid and stay in the Discord, just on the chat side. They have been coming at me on that side. That'd be great. So it does look like we also have some special guests who will be chiming in, but very interesting split here. So these guys are kind of looking up at the cameras. So the coaches and their teams, they're kind of just as surprised as we are whenever we see things going up. It does look like we're going into some of the folks outside of it. So. Copy. 1 second. Do me a solid. Look up yours and just go ahead and add it off of that. So as we're waiting for those friends to be found over at the line section of the Craig Jones Invitational, we have been finding that a lot of the feedback has been so far positive. It's good. You guys seem to be entertained. We had a friend of the show, Michael Steenson from Subversive, who said he was very interested. I like the approach here by Philippe Andrew. He's going to look for that leg lock. He was trying to take a leg just a little bit over on a leap. Doesn't quite get it yet. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But yeah, I think he's makes it out of another day. So these guys are probably going to go on. This is round 3. Another 4 minutes are left of this, and this will close out the other side. So once we're done here, we are done with the plus 80 division, just to keep things in line. So just as you guys are aware, the plus 80 division. We're ready. Awesome. Good to know. Good to know. Look like we have some stuff. In the works, cooking up for you guys. So that's pretty much what we love to hear from you guys. And it does look like we can have some friends drop in. You guys have to be waiting. You have to be ready. There we go. All right, it does look like we are probably going to turn our attention back on over to the Craig Jones Invitational. So in a few seconds, our stream will switch, and we will hear from our friends over in the live sections, and they will be updating us on things that are happening. So is it echoing right now still? It is hard to see when it does echo, if anything. So my apologies on that, you guys, as it takes a few seconds to get this. Beautiful. All right, you guys. So in a few seconds, we will be getting here with our friends who will be giving us some updates and letting us know what is going on.
Where did our talent go?
Okay, before we bring on some friends,
Who's got the microphone?
Let's go ahead and make sure that we are getting rid of this echo on my side. And then we'll go from there.
Okay, hey, you're gonna start going down. We're getting set up.
Can I start with
I called in. Yeah, you start right here.
So,
all right,
just in case you guys are wondering, let me go ahead and double check on the Zoom side. It is likely that it is turning it back on this way.
Sorry, I'm gonna get it right.
Okay. So 1 second over this way. It does look like Cheryl is being joined by a friend right now. So we're going to go ahead and go back live on over to Cheryl and see who he has with him right now. Let's go ahead and hear very quickly who he is talking to.
JT,
Can I ask you a few questions?
please, hit me up.
Do you have tickets for ADCC?
I do. We had tickets for ABCC before we had CJI.
Did you try to sell your tickets for ADCC?
No, definitely not. We want to come to both. Me and my business partner, Joey, with the BJJ, we fully support CJI, and we also fully support ABCC.
Did you buy your tickets?
No, we bought them at full price. And then we had friends being like, oh man, I got tickets next year for like $100. Like, wow. We paid $400.
No.
But it was worth it. I'm still happy.
Any particular athlete that you're here to see?
Definitely tonight. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing Levi. Sanity God. He's playing exceptionally well. And I'm also very excited to see Tommy Lamiker actually. Huge. So because in the lighter category. So I think it's going to be some exciting matches.
Gabby Garcia versus Craig Jones. Is it happening? And if so, who wins and how?
It is happening. I'm going to say Craig wins by oil trail.
Do you think Gabby
Maybe a big
Go ahead and line me up somebody to go to. Like just start asking people.
Thank you very much.
Our thanks to our friends over at the Craig Jones Invitational. Thank you so much for that, Tim. I appreciate it. That is so great to see, and I hope all is going well over on that side. So, just so we're aware here, it does look like it is somewhat difficult. We may still have a little bit of
He's getting him. Find
lag
Kevin
happening here. So, our apologies if you guys are getting a little bit of how do I put this? If you guys are getting consistent echo on this broadcast. We had proofed it a certain way, and I think it is going back in my system. We're looking to remedy that one. There we go. I think we just killed the audio for the mute for our friends that way. Okay, let's double check two things here. Let's do, I see what's happening. Okay. All right, tell me if you guys hear an audio echo right now. And if you are, please bring that to my attention. And again, apologies, you guys. Again, this is what happens when you are doing a live broadcast and the crew is kind of coming in and out. What's that? Wandering, grappling. What did you just say? Okay, 1 second. Let's go ahead and move to them. Turn up the volume. Okay. And okay, we're going to cut to them here in just a second. All right, going in 3, 2, 1 on over to Tim Freeman. The camera is on him. Let him know.
The merchandise line with Tyler, can we ask you some questions? So, first off, what you stand in line for? You're gonna get a tank top, CJI tank top? No. Will you be getting merch at ADCC? Are you going? Have you tried 97? What's your thoughts so far on the overall bid? What's like 2 words? Gabby, is it gonna I mean, it looked as real as a kiss could look to me. That's kind of hard to lose the translation there. You can get together. Probably not. Thanks, man. Nice meeting you, Tyler. Hey, we're gonna move down the line real quick. Hey, this is Jackie from Dallas. Can I ask you a couple questions? How is the you know, pretty big, better. Yeah. What if it's What's the kiss girl? Was she mad or was she secretly happy?
I think she was.
I can't even. Nice chat. Absolutely.
Talk a little bit, because I think you're on, just talk about what's going on.
The fries are delicious. Everyone's pretty happy. Everyone's got tickets to both events. Everyone that I've talked to is going to CJ.
There we go. You should hear me back to normal. The question is, do I have an echo? It'll take about 20 seconds to get to you, and then we'll go from there. But it should be of the utmost interestingness. We're back to normal, right? Okay. Whew. Okay, so I think we need to, I love this. This is how you can tell, Terry. Is this or an audio hack by ADCC? Yeah, no, we're definitely getting sabotaged. That's how you can tell things are going on here. Thank you so much for that. It is a little intense. It is trial by arrow. And I see back to normal here now. So thank you guys for that. Yes, what I can tell you is that for the most part, I think we probably, before we do another live, double check in with our friends, probably need to do a test. And the unfortunate part about doing a test is it is hard to do that when you are on air. So we will make adjustments and go on the fly. But I do think our friends should be able to do some interviews and chat with some folks over that way. So they will hopefully get some interviews that they get with folks there that then we will see a little bit later on the broadcasts. So just to fill you guys in on how that is working. So yeah, that is what's happening on our side of the world. Please tell me your questions, comments, hints, concerns, and allegations. It does look like there is going to be a little bit of a break. I think we take a 30-minute break right here for the action at the CRAIG Jones Invitational. And you know what? That actually might be a good opportunity for us to take a break and perhaps come back afterwards after that nice little short break. And then we'll resume coverage for the rest of the day. So, guys, we'll be back soon. Give us a little time to figure out our audio and our technical glitches. And we'll be back in a little bit. So hang tight. We love you guys. Be sure to come back and check out the rest of the CRAIG Jones Invitational with us. My name is RAF ESPARZA. It's been a great day for grappling. We'll see you back on the mats.